Hello, Internet. This is Handsome Dan once again. And it's been a couple weeks since I posted the video of this much of our Parthenon build. And today we're going to. Oops. I usually put these in back. Today we're going to mine the. Well, not mine, but place the second part of place some more pillars. Start work on the roof, or at least the roof line, and then maybe place the interior building on our Parthenon build. What you see here, this is how much quartz, well, not counting that one, and these pillars I already had. Anyway, that's how much quartz I've mined in the interim. And you know what? Looking at this, I'm sort of thinking that this is going to have to turn into quartz. I don't really... Maybe I'll do that, maybe I won't. From the inside, it certainly looks weird being stone. Anyway, at each end, there was a second row of pillars. Not quite on a line with this. With this, so we're going to back it up one. You know what, and the number of blocks I computed to do this, I'm actually having second thoughts about. May not manage to get the pillars up at each end, is what I'm saying. Well, if that does happen, and right now I'm thinking it will, then we'll do the same thing as what we did when we built the outer ring of the Parthenon and break this into a to be continued. And I don't know, maybe we'll be able to do this. Yeah, it'll be close in any case. I felt like I messed that one up. The drawings on Wikipedia make these columns not quite as thick as the others. but not skinny enough that we could cheat them as just one, you know, as one by one, as skinny. You know, it just now occurred to me that placing these, and no, we're not going to have enough. Would have been easier. It would have been easier to jump off with if I had an elytra. Oops. I think we can fix that. Okay. No, we won't quite have enough. All right. Since we don't have enough to start the roof line, I'm actually thinking of doing diorite, and one of those shulkers is full of diorite. And what I was thinking, at each end, so above this and above the other end, you know, the triangle will, you know, the peak will be up about here and the triangle will come up and come down. And what I'm thinking is I want that to sit on a half slab. And what I'm thinking is essentially a row of quartz slabs here, half slabs, you know, bottom half slabs, and then start the roof with a row of, oh, maybe the ones here will have to be diorite. Doesn't matter. And start the roof with diorite upper half slabs along here. Now that I'm looking at this, though, let me. I might be able to do diorite all the way around and have it match. I think that's the plan now. Polished diorite. Let's grab some more. Oops. Full blocks or double slabs I could use. But might as well, I'm going to need twice as much. If I use full blocks. And you won't see the upper halves of these blocks. always thought double half slabs should look different than full blocks. All right, let me pull up that image of the roof line again. Okay, here it is from Wikipedia. If this is 2 blocks wide, I think a 1 block hangover or overhang seems like the right amount. Also feel like above these pictures should be, and we can do this, I think. Those are lower half slabs. So if we do upper half slabs, yeah, we can do this. So what I'm thinking is some of these need to be stairs. I might as well sleep while I'm here. Let's make 2 stacks of polished diorite stairs. So okay, I don't do this well. Actually juggle 2 different blocks. But that's what I'm going to try to do here. For years, I've really only had 1 slot on my hotbar for working stacks, that being the 7 key. And so even in situations like this where two working stacks is way easier, I still want to just shift between them. You know, reach up and grab one set of out of my larger inventory, pop it into my 7 slot. But when I did have 2 working stacks, the second one was on my 8 slot. And then just at some point, I always had my specialized, I guess we can see what that looks like. Yeah, that does, oh, I didn't want to do that, but that doesn't look bad. Actually quite like that. there is more food in those chests, so I don't... if I stay out here long enough that I need a bunch more food, that's fine. But yeah, I used to have, when I was very first playing, I didn't have a specialty, usually pickaxe. Today, I usually have my, well, no, I take it back. Usually I have my Silk Touch there. And because other than when I'm mining netherrack, I usually just use my fortune pick, my netherite fortune pick. But even that's fairly recent. I used to always have just stone pickaxes on my number 2 slot. And my fortune pickaxe on my number 8 slot. And maybe I'd have a Silk Touch pick, maybe not. I mean, I always had one in my boxes, but I didn't always carry it with me. Now I always have both my fortune pick and my Silk Touch pick on me. It's starting to look like I only needed one. Well, I guess I barely do need 2 stacks of stairs. Meaning I'm going to end up needing like 75 of them. One way to interpret that Wikipedia photo of this capital is to put the upside down stairs every other block. Clearly I'm not doing that, and I think it's fine. Did I mess something up here? Well, there's a painting there, so that should be a slab, which I think is what I have. No painting. Okay, I did it right. So slab, stair, slab, slab. But 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 9 have been pretty much invariable since I first started playing Minecraft. To the point where I watched somebody else's video, and he doesn't have his sword on 1. I'm like, well, dude, you're doing it wrong. I have a suspicion I messed something up at that end. I guess we'll see. I'll show you what I think I messed up in a moment. Here there should be 2 stairs, and I don't think I did that at the other end. Frankly, I should probably take a walk around the whole building to see what I may have messed up in that way. Wikipedia describes the roof of the real Parthenon as tiled marble or something like that. Something other than the marble I think I need to use for the base of this. Okay, I made a mistake right there. But anyway, something where I didn't feel like I had to use marble for the roof. Oh, sorry, quartz for the roof. I'm going to grab some scaffolding in case I need to fix something. Okay, that all looks normal. Yep, there's a screw up. And it's as I thought, in the middle there. Oh, yeah, because I didn't have quite enough quartz to finish that off. Well, I certainly don't now. But weird looking anyway. The quartz I did have, I turned into pillars. And you can't de-pillar quartz, which is a little bit strange. Alright, looks like I did, everything else is correct. So I can put these quartz stairs away, I think. Or, sorry, diorite stairs. And I'm going to put... I guess I didn't have much quartz, but the stuff I had, I put away. All right, and this makes it look like I should have slab, you know, a slab on top of the slab to start the roof. Oops. You know, I don't recall something. The floor of this is all gonna be slabs, the stone brick slabs. I don't recall if light shines through those. All right, now there. Because once this roof is finished, it's going to be dark inside the build. I probably shouldn't be doing this side first because the first time I fall, completely fall, I'm going to have difficulty getting back to this side. The reason I wanted that to be upper half slabs is whatever sort of sculptures I put in the triangles, which is probably going to be armor stands wearing mostly iron with some gold and some diamond armor. Unfortunately, in the Java edition, which this is, you can't pose armor stands. That would be excellent. So really the only variety I could have in the armor stands is which way they're facing and which armor they're wearing. As you saw in the last video, there's no center line for these. There's not going to be. There's going to have to be. The center two are going to be the same height. Is that the way to say that? Maybe I could do something clever with stairs to try to cheat a central peak. I have the feeling it won't look right, though. Have to do more thought about how to do the Colossus of Rhodes. You know, there's probably people who've done it. There's probably some inspiration I can get from the internet. I think it's interesting that we don't have very good pictures of it. Or, well, not pictures, but paintings of it. What we do have is everything's, sometimes it shows a salute, like an American style salute. Sometimes it's an arm out. Sometimes the hands are on the hips. I personally think it's most likely that the one arm was doing a Roman salute with the fist to the head. Well, actually, I don't think that's a Roman salute. Anyway, one drawing showed a salute with the fist to the head and to the side of the head above the ear. And that made the most sense to me because it would be the least fragile structurally of the various things that I've seen. The Colossus was not standing for very long historically. It was only complete and standing for, 20 years, something like that. And then there was an earthquake and it fell over. But even having fallen over, it was still a tourist attraction for many, many years. Until, what would happen? Was the city sacked? Or was there a depression or something? Anyway, somebody decided that the bronze in the statue would be more valuable to melt down and, I'm assuming, turn into weapons. How close am I to the middle of this? In between these two pillars. No, in between these two pillars, right? Yeah, so I got a ways to go. Playing Civilization is sort of funny because historical wonder of the world like the Colossus of Rhodes, when you build it in Civilization, you get, congratulations, you've built the Colossus of St. Louis, or whatever city you happen to build it in. Those teleports are me going back and forth from. Oh, actually, I take it back. One of them was an accident, me going to somebody else's base. I don't even remember whose. And the other is me coming back from my mines. When I logged on, I was deep in... No, I wasn't in my mines. I was where you saw at the end of the last video. I was in my base from showing you... I don't remember what I showed you at the end of the last video. But anyway, from showing you something at the end of my last video. And... had to trek back... had to trek back, walk back to my mines. Where I finished mining, filled up my shulkers. And when I say last video, it's one that is not published yet. I had an idea for a series of like the top 10 farms to make in survival. I noticed in my hardcore videos that they all start basically the same way, getting a sustainable base before I started building anything interesting. And frankly, in none of the hardcore videos did I build anything interesting other than the base. Or separate from the base. Interestingly, and I'm not sure I intended to do this when I started the video, as it sits right now, I've got a wheat farm, a manual wheat farm, a command block based wheat farm, similar to that is a command block based netherwort farm. And let's see, I think I have some sheep penned up, so it's the beginnings of a sheep farm. And then I used, well, you can't see it quite from here. That line of pink right there is the roof of my wool farm. And then for meat, I've actually never built a automatic meat farm for sheep or cows, or pigs for that matter. I have that one for chickens. I don't really use it because just walking around in the nether, I end up with enough hoglin meat that I've got stacks and stacks of pork chops in my base. And I don't, from getting leather, I have stacks and stacks of steaks in my base. So even though that's full of cooked chicken and feathers, I don't actually use either one very often. As I record this, we're a few days out from, oh, I forget what they're calling it. It's not Minecon, it's like Minecraft Live or something like that, because it's not an in-person convention. But the 2021 edition of that. And so we're voting on, or they're starting to introduce the mobs that we'll be voting on. So far, we only know about one. It's the, I believe it's called the Gleam. And all we have of it is a cartoon. The cartoon makes it look like a shulker box with eyes. And something about how it's happy if there's any light at all, and if there's no light, it's grumpy. And I'm like, well, okay, I could see how that could be a thing. It's not a mechanic I ever felt like I super needed. But it's not useful. You know, with 1.18, they've changed how monsters spawn. It used to be that monsters will spawn whenever the light level drops below 7. And with 1.18, any light at all, even a light level of 1, which is really dark, will prevent monsters from spawning. And the reason for the change is nominally, or that's not the right word there, is notionally, because we have these very large underground areas. Oh yeah, that's the sheep farm. And it's facing away from me, but that's a sheep head that I put on there with wool carpet. Anyway, with 1.18, there's some very large underground caves. And they want to make it a lot easier to light them up. Also, there's a Golden Knights logo there. I talk about them sometimes in these videos. The hockey season, the 2021 hockey season, starts tomorrow night. Which I'm not sure what time it is. It might be tonight by now. Anyway, the 12th. As I record this. And the first game is the Seattle Kraken, a new team this year, playing the Vegas Golden Knights, who were the last new team, the last expansion team. It's here in town. I'm not going to be able to go. I suspect tickets will be even more expensive than normal. Not just because they're already really expensive from Vegas people going to the game, but if I was a hockey fan in Seattle, I would consider shelling out to go see the new team play their first game, even if it's an away game. And truth be told, that was part of the original sales pitch for the Golden Knights. um, that that they would draw not just people from Las Vegas, but people from out of town. You know, say you lived in Chicago and it's February and you're sick and tired of the Chicago winter. And you might say, hey, let's get out of town. It looks like the Blackhawks are playing in Las Vegas next week. Let's go there. And of course, they didn't really expect it, but Vegas fans really embraced the team. And so now if you go, there's a whole lot more locals than there are, even at as expensive as they are. There's a whole lot more locals than there are tourists at any given game. I a little bit feel like going down and getting that diorite, but I guess I'm not short on diorite. And if I am, I can just decide to extend some of my mines. Speaking of this gleam or whatever it's called, I'm not quite sure. It seems to me that it is a response to a need they sort of discovered when they were playtesting 1.18. Oh, okay. I had it in my head that this was the middle of the thing. It's not. Well, I might as well get that diorite I dropped. But you can see it's already starting to get dark on the edges. And I think that corner mobs might be able to spawn. And I believe they'll introduce the second mob we can vote on sometime during the day tomorrow. And the next day, the one after that. Most people are assuming there'll be 3 mobs to vote on, to choose from. I don't hate the idea of this gleam, so I'm not thinking that's the right term for it. Doesn't matter. Since I don't hate the idea right now, I guess I'd be voting for the gleam, but maybe I'll be really excited by the next suggestion. Especially since, if it also fulfills some perceived need in the caves. Don't know what that would be. Maybe something that replicates the Elytra in some way, like a rideable phantom. so that you can float down some of the enormous drops you see in the new caves. In the snapshots, people have found places where you can go from well above sea level and drop down to near bedrock all in one drop. I think 2 more. Okay. You know what? If this is going to be the tallest, the peak of this, and I think it is, I'm going to try to do something clever with stairs here, which means I need those stairs back. Oops. Okay, well now I know I'm not going to be able to do that. I mean, I could, but the stairs will be hanging the wrong way. I don't have my elytra with me. I could make that jump with an elytra, but not otherwise. The alternative would be to put right side up facing stairs so that this is a block and a half at this level and then a full block at this level. And I did think of that. But from the side, the peak wouldn't look right. All right, I think I need some more slabs. have all the diorite. Well, worst thing, I end up with too many slabs. And I think I have to build more scaffolding over here. Ugh. What I meant about the peak of the triangle, this is going to already be too wide at the peak. And I didn't want it to be 4 wide, because then it would look curved more than peaked. I wonder if I should put lightning rods on top for any reason. I have the copper. Considering this isn't even a 1.17 world, it's a 1.16 world that has some 1.17 chunks. I actually have a fair bit of copper. And the reason, I'm sure it's been in one of these videos, the reason is that I have a fairly lengthy mine in 1.17 chunks. I also have most of the things that are, really 1.18 blocks, but they're available in 1.17 in weird ways, like, drip leaf you can get from, I don't remember, shipwrecks or something. And so I have some. Moss is another one that I don't remember how you get, but it's some weird way in 1.17 in preparation for finding it in lush caves in 1.18. Dripstone's another weird one. I have behind the city hall there a small dripstone farm. A trench of, I don't know, maybe 8 blocks wide. Filled with water. Dripstone under the trench. And so I have, I don't know, a couple dozen blocks of dripstone. Okay, well, at least I know I did this correctly. It meets up where I thought it would. Okay, so I could put lightning rods on top of here. I think I will, just cause. You know, lightning can't hurt diorite. Although it would be cool if scorched diorite was a block or something like it. Well, I don't see a leash. All right, next step in the end pieces is, you know, in the triangles is I want some, well, I say in every video, it's not actually smooth stone, it's stone. This stuff. The way the entities are slowly fading in. Makes me wonder if it's going to be worse when I put suits of armor up there. Because I believe those are all also entities. Okay, so... Oh, I guess I am going to need more diorite. Not a lot more, though. Basically, a row right here is all. That actually doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. You can't put two slabs of different sorts inside in the same block, but this doesn't look completely retarded. All right, let's go get some of those diorite slabs back, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. I don't think I need that many. No, at a distance, even, it looks fine. It's dark and spooky inside. Now, something I could do... Well, let's try it right here. Nah. What I was thinking was block it off with some extra slabs there. Ooh, I didn't want to fall all the way down there. Ooh, that's scary. I could drop some torches in here, but there's no good reason to, really. Yeah. I got quiet because for no good reason, I'm counting how many blocks I place in each row. I don't know if it's OCD or what. This row, there should be 12 across. This row, there should be 8 across. And then this row, there should be 4 across. Okay, so now some statues or some mannequins or whatever. I don't know if I can fit one there. I guess I'll try it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, maybe 14, maybe 13 across. I have an idea of sort of staggering them on the way up. Well, let's find out. I don't remember the exact recipe for mannequins. I don't remember if I need stone like this or double cooked stone, the smooth stone. I need a smooth stone slab and a bunch of sticks. Well, I certainly don't have any smooth stone slabs on me. Should have a fair number in the base. I use smooth stone slabs when I'm setting up the gutters in Parthenon. Pause to get some more coffee. Okay, that wasn't very long. We'll see if I end up. If I end up editing anything out there, probably add out 30 seconds. Oh yeah, I need a bunch of sticks. Boy, I made way too many of these. So 5 stacks of sticks plus 1 stack of these. Stack of sticks is 8 logs. So 5 stacks of them should be this many logs. Must have been more than 5 stacks. Okay. Let's see how I can place these. You know what? What about a couple of the big, huge 4x3 paintings? Well. Don't really, I don't have an extra storage box for this wool, so I'll waste it. Four by 4. No. So here. No. Okay, that's interesting. So how many did I end up placing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And I think I can place them here too. Yeah, I can. So 19, 20, 22 total. Let's see what it looks like if I back away a little bit. Can I even see the armor stands? Yeah. Cool. Let's go to the other side and do that. Oh, well, it's almost night. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Was that thunder? If it was, it wasn't very powerful for thunder, but it sounded like thunder outside, and I live in the desert. I Googled it earlier. It's a very cool night. As of a couple of hours ago, it was only 50 or 51 degrees, which is quite cool for Vegas. It also said high winds. And according to one of the TV channels, no, I think I want them down here. According to one of the TV channels, it even delayed some flights coming into town. Now, I think I had here and here. No, I had here and here. Something like that. Yeah, I think that's what I want. It's a little busy. I feel like I did this slightly differently last time, but I'm not sure how exactly. Okay, so if I placed about 22 of those, and it takes 24 iron to make a full suit of armor. So I want about 400 iron if I go all iron. I think I'm going to do about half of that. I should bring some shulkers. All right, so I want about 20 helmets. How many is that? That is 15. So that's 20 helmets. 21, I think, actually. Well, heck, let's fill this up. 6 more. Oh. 8 more. That's weird looking in this texture pack. Just looks like a N in a funny font. Oh, I didn't want that many. Sigh. I guess I waste a bunch of iron. So basically, I just turn you know, times 10 times or however many holes I made. Just turned 7 iron into 1 nugget. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 more. There is an iron farm in the world. I don't have one, but somebody else in the world does. And he's totally cool with me stealing iron. He personally filled this up, probably to about here, like, what would that be? 36 stacks of iron blocks. And I do mine a fair bit of iron. Net, this is going down. But it's not going down as quickly as it could be. All right, half of this is 27 of them, so half of them would be like 14. Put those on this side. And which means I need to skip about 8 of them. Stupid gravity. Let's grab some chest plates, do the same thing. Do the same thing with pants. What I'm after is sort of a random look, that they're all missing some pieces. But on average, they should all have about half the pieces. Should also have some light up there, maybe. I don't know. There is a light block now. Well, got one complete one for some reason. Oh yeah, I don't remember why I needed a cocoa farm. This is some sort of automatic cocoa farm. I don't even remember how it works. Huh. Well, it doesn't really look like anything up there, but maybe that's the point. If you saw the real Parthenon, it would look like a bunch of random sculpture without really looking like anything. It's weird that there's a mushroom like overhanging this building, even if it's a dumb little cheater netherwort farm. That's how that works. Oh no, those little bit of netherwort didn't drop. Maybe it's full. No, it's not full. Not sure why those didn't drop. Doesn't matter. Yeah, let's go to the other side. The interior, there's a long rectangle made out of masonry. I think I'll save it for the next video, but that's what it... Oh, that's odd. Okay. Although when I was placing these, like about 3 of them, seemed to place and not go anywhere. So I think I placed them against the side of this scaffolding, and then they fell. My thought is to, above the masonry, quartz slab ceiling. Although I suppose I could just as easily use white concrete. That's halibut's. Oh, couldn't figure out why I was floating. The interior of this masonry part in here, you know, what was actually inside the rooms changed over the, what, 2,000 years that it was largely intact. No, about 1800. Anyway, you know, well over 1,000 years, and over 1,500 too. Like I said in the last video, the real Parthenon stayed largely intact. Until the Middle Ages, when it got used as a gunpowder magazine and exploded and took out a lot of the structure. But during the period before that, it was a temple to Athena, after whom Athens was actually named. It was a temple to another Greek god. I don't remember which one. Nike, maybe? It was a Christian church for a while. And the Christians built a tower inside. And it was, and I think at that time the roof was off. And then it was a mosque for a while, and the Muslims built a minaret on top of the spire and the tower. But through all that time, the base structure was largely intact. Christians painted some Christian iconography in there. From what I've read, the Muslims didn't actually destroy that, but they covered it up. to this day, in sensitive buildings like the Hagia Sophia in Istanbul, Constantinople, in order not to piss piss off any Christians. They prefer to cover up Christian iconography rather than actually destroy it. And just for a splash of color, I'm going to make a couple of gold and diamond pieces. So like 2 gold chest plates and 2 diamond pants. Hagia Sophia is a build I do intend to do in this series at some point. I've wanted to build it in Minecraft for a long time, but I never find a guide I like. Photos are... What am I doing? Oh yeah, I was going to build some... I've never found a guide that I felt like I could really follow well. Yeah, that's fine. I was going to do one of each. A gold shirt and a diamond shirt and a gold pants and a diamond pants. But this is fine. Maybe the Hagia Sophia will even be the next build. I'd like to get away from the ancient. Even though I suppose my Angkor Wat is medieval, it's not ancient. Didn't mean to do that. But the oracle is ancient, the lighthouse is ancient. The Parthenon's representing several Greek buildings, all of which are ancient. And so something medieval might be nice. And how does that look? Well, in the dark, you can't even see the splashes of color. But similarly to the other side, you can't really tell what's going on. It just looks busy. I do like the red sand with the ocean brick, though. Prismarine. Okay. take down the scaffolding then. A weird thing is you can break from the top. You can break scaffolding fast enough that you take damage as you land. All right, the splashes of color don't really look like anything from a distance. It blends in with the paintings. But I'm happy enough with that. Too bad there's no horse armor mannequin. That'd be or horse armor stand. That'd be a good thing. Okay, next step. I don't want the diorite or the stone brick or smooth stone. I'll end up using that in the gutters of my next time I extend the mountains. It's good to know I have a snout pattern if I need it. What am I getting? I'm getting a bunch of stone brick. Probably don't have very much made. I should start some cobble cooking. Throw all of this in a shulker, and then I'm going to do that. Start some cobble cooking. Huh. Interesting. The armor stands are there, but the paintings come in later. Suggests that the armor stands aren't entities, I guess? I don't know. Cobble is probably the single block I go through the most. Not because I build so much out of it. I mean, I do use it. But it gets cooked into smooth stone or double smooth stone. It gets it gets used as fill. Yeah, I might as well refill these buckets. Need the redstone, but as long as it's here. Yes, this is how many villager raids there have been. I think the plan is actually just to that's weird. I think the plan is just to sketch out where the interior masonry is going to be and save filling it in for the next video. I didn't need to come down here. Pause for another moment, make some more coffee. Okay, I'm back. As before, I don't know if I'll edit out that 30 seconds or whatever. Okay, but what I do need to do is... Ooh, I didn't need it. Doesn't need to be this big. Somewhere here is a design. Here we are. This design. And let's see. What I'm trying to figure out is the dimensions of this. The base. The cella. I think this is the interior. Here's the cella. Oh, here's what you can see where I started the video with these pillars being offset a little bit. That's that. Okay, the inner masonry structure is the cella. Cella 30 meters by 20 meters. Well, that's weird. That looks way different than this. Well, let's do it by the by the columns in that case. Looks like from basically the inner half of the third column at each end, and then on a line with the second column at each end. So So in a line with this, right? Yeah. And starting here. And this little lip looks like probably just one block. That looks like it's not quite. This would be 6 blocks. But let's go 6 blocks wide. Oh, that seems to be what I accidentally did. Okay. And these look to be doubled in that drawing. And if we assume, I don't know which side we should assume is the front. Probably this side. Well, I don't know how to interpret those words. Do you think these are completely separate rooms, or do you? I don't read this to mean there was a pass-through here. Seventh pillar back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th pillar back. And I may as well fill the rest in with slabs. I think I'm going to leave the inside, not put slabs on the inside, specifically because of these pillars. I don't know what I'm going to do with those yet. Maybe I made too many slabs. I felt like for sure I'd be coming back and making more. Okay. That description says across the top of these inner columns there's some more pictures. I don't really see a good way to make that. I don't see a way to make that not look dumb. I think I'm just going to go straight across with stone, of which I just turned all my stone into slabs. And maybe not even stone, maybe white concrete. I'm kind of curious about something. I need some, well, got some stone. Scale. So if I am putting in a ceiling from above, oh, I actually want it one block higher. Yeah, that's not going to be a problem. Basically white concrete all across the interior of that. Which means I'm going to need a buttload. Um, 6 or 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 25, 26 by 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48, 52, 56, 62. 26 by 62 is 1200 and something. So like 20 stacks of white concrete. Well, I'm not doing that in this video. That is going to be it for this video, though. I'm going to take a screenshot from on top of that. And we will see you next time, Internet. Have fun. Quick postscript. I'm making concrete. I'm pillar jumped a bunch on top of a bunch of white concrete powder. But this is me looking down on the roof. And I'm really stymied by why it looks like that, but it's still kind of cool looking. Looks kind of like one of the retractable roof football stadiums with just a little cutout in the middle. But from this height, Oracle, Golden Knights logo, the two houses, the front part of the lighthouse, kelp farm, sheep farm, Parthenon, my version of the Angkor Wat, and Spawn and the Creeper farm. And jump down into this water and start mining the concrete powder. All I wanted to show you is just a weird pattern in the roof.